Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and a very special welcome to our brand new author, Patricia Escorza-Jaime. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Miriam. How are you?
I'm so excited. It's your book launch day. How are you feeling?
I am, there are no words. I'm beyond grateful, and I'm just so overjoyed with just that the book is finally out.
Yes, yes, it is. Tell everybody the title of your book, and I know you've got a little version of
I
it
have
there.
a little bitty version of it here. The name of my book is Papi's Dulce, and it's just the sweetest little story about a little girl's love of her daddy's sweetbread.
Yes, I love that. I love that you're bringing your Latino heritage to this book.
Mhm.
Perfect, perfect time.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more. What inspired you to write Papi's Pan Dulce?
Well, my dad well, first of all, I come from a heritage, a lineage of panaderos. My grandfather had his bakery in Mexico, in Chihuahua in particular. And my dad, my uncles, they've all had their bakeries, and I just love pan dulce so much. The artistic part of it is just so beautiful, the creativity. And actually, I just recently started learning about um, what it takes to make pan dulce. It is a difficult process. And I never understood that until recently. And I'm just enamored and in awe of all the panaderos out there who work so hard to create these beautiful pieces of bread for us. It's just beautiful.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Can you explain for those that don't know what pan dulce is?
It's Mexican sweetbread, and there are different shapes, different types of bread. There's cookies, there's croissant type of breads. I actually do have some here. So here's a concha. This is called a concha. It's in the shape of a seashell, and this is basically what the story is about. It's actually about a bigger version of the concha.
Wow, I
As big
love
as
that you
my
have
head.
that.
So this is a big hint as to what the story is about. There's also cookies, like little piggy shaped. This doesn't really look like a piggy, but it's a little piggy, molasses cookie. And there are croissant type of breads. This is el cuerno. And a lot of it is influenced from the French culture. So that's been really interesting to learn about. Coming up, we have pan de muerto. So this is a bread that is um, eaten and enjoyed during this time of the year with dedication to those that have passed on. It's really interesting. The bottom part is the the body. The Oh my gosh, I hope I'm getting this right. Like the tomb. These are like the bones of the body, and then there's supposed to be a little button here. This doesn't have it, but that's the head, the skull. So it's kind of like
Wow.
I know, the just like the history and the stories that go along with this type of bread is just so amazing. And I'm just really enamored to have, brought it to life. And I do want to
Yes.
credit my illustrator, Beth Spiegel. She just did such an amazing job with the illustrations and just the beautiful effect that she brought to life in her work. So I want to
Well,
acknowledge her.
yes, yeah. Beautiful story, beautiful illustrations. For some
Mhm.
reason, I'm hungry right
I
now.
know.
You know, this
You
bread.
should be. Yeah.
So tell everybody, Patricia, what is the book about and who is it for?
Okay, so this is basically, my parents passed away recently. My mom 3 years ago, my dad 2 years ago. Um, Although I've always had this story in my heart, I'd say like over 30 years. Um, I felt that this was the best time to bring it to life. And it's a story about a little girl who is just so in love with her dad's pan dulce. And so she has a birthday party. A lot of this is based on my own life story. So she has a birthday party. She invites some friends. She thinks that her daddy's going to bring her, pan dulce to share with her friends. But dad had a different idea. Something that was unexpected, although she loved Pan Dulce, it was like very unexpected. And there's some teasing at her party. Her friends start, criticizing and making fun of what's going on. And she is so hurt by this, and she just gets so upset, and she wants everyone to love Pan Dulce. She doesn't want anyone criticizing it at all. So her dad has a really special idea, and so they learn more about the Pan Dulce and what it's about, what it takes to create it, and they try the Pan Dulce, and you'll see the ending when you read the book.
Yes.
You'll learn
Yes.
about the ending. It's just such a sweet story. I love it.
Yes, such a sweet story. So
Mhm.
good. I love so many things about the book. It's a fun story, but in there we're showing a different culture, different food, and everybody embracing it, which is beautiful.
Yeah, and also like the just friendship too,
Hmm.
and also that aspect of a little bit of the bullying and just drawing conclusions without really understanding something. I'm a teacher, always will be. I recently retired, but I felt it was really important to touch on that, just the
Hmm.
relationship within kids and how they can kind of nudge each other in a certain way without really understanding what is really there. Yeah.
Hmm. You
Mm-hmm.
did that in such a beautiful way.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Thank you.
yeah, so I'm gonna just pause for a moment and encourage everybody watching to go to Amazon. Today is book launch day. The book is available there. It's their soft cover version, hardcover is coming up, and also ebook version, Papi's Pan Dulce.
Yes.
W- So let's talk about you becoming an author. So you said you recently retired.
Mhm.
You said you also shared that you've had this story in your mind for about 30 years. Is that
Oh,
correct?
at least, at least,
Okay,
at least.
at
I knew
least.
I've always had like that, the skeleton of the story. But it was lovely to go through your program and just really develop it. I'm sorry, what was the question again? I lost.
No, well, about 30 years, you were
Oh yes,
saying?
so I had this story 30 years, but I had always boxed myself or labeled myself as a certain person. So my
Mm.
dream when I was younger was to be a teacher. So I got into education, and I was in the public school system for 25 years, and I comfortably labeled myself as, oh, you're just an elementary school teacher. You're safe, you're comfortable. No one really knows you. So
Mm.
I lived that, well, for most of my life until very recently. I just have had so many paradigm shifts through this process. I'm blowing, the Lord is blowing my mind. Like, no,
Yeah.
you are so much more, and you have so many more gifts to share with the world. I'm going to put it out
Hmm.
there, because yeah, that's what we're called to do. We're called to be our best selves in this life. And although I'm very grateful for the time that I was in the public school system, I feel like I could influence and just educate so many more children through being a children's book author. And I'm taking that on slowly but surely, and I'm loving it. I'm so excited for
Hmm.
what's to come. Mhm.
Patricia, thank you for sharing that. I love that you shared that because I think a lot of times we put ourselves in those boxes without even realizing it because it feels safe and we let our dreams kind of wait.
Ab-
You know,
Absolutely.
someday, or maybe it's not for me, it's meant for somebody else. But
Yes,
I,
absolutely. But it is so meant for us. And I'm so grateful that I'm just taking that on and just like stepping into it with faith and with courage.
yes.
We all have it in us. We all do.
Mhm.
Every single one of us. So if there are people out there just like hesitating, no, trust your inner self, trust your intuition and your heart, because your heart will
Mhm.
really lead you to what is true.
Well, that's so inspiring. Thank you, Patricia.
You're
So,
welcome.
yeah, I want to ask you a little bit about we know what when we embark on something new, right? Writing a children's book, there are challenges and there are lessons. So
Mm.
let's talk about that. What would you say was the biggest challenge when writing this book?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I live in the Pasadena area. But even before that, the biggest challenge was just stepping into just the possibility of a dream possibly taking place. So when I came upon your program, there just was just something in me that nudged me to like go for it and just like see what this is about. So I did embark on that, and I, was part of your program, and I know your program has a certain time frame and process. However, my experience my experience didn't fit the mold, and that's my personality. I'm like a perfectionist type, well, not type A, but a perfectionist type personality where things have to go a certain way. Okay,
Mhm.
so with this process, I yeah, no, there was not that typical process that you've laid out. Like I was saying, I live in the Pasadena area, and as everyone, well, mostly everyone knows, there were the fires, the Eaton fire that took place at the beginning of this year. And my illustrator lives or has her studio in Altadena, which is where the
Wow.
devastation took place. So her studio, her home were destroyed in the fire. So that
Oh,
caused a real delay in the process. The obstacle, I guess, basically was um, just trusting that everything would happen in its proper timing. The Lord knows. I might have a certain idea, like, no, it has to happen within Miriam's time frame. But yeah,
hmm,
we're not always
yeah.
in control like that. So I think just really trusting the process, trusting the timing, and being okay with it. Finding joy in the unexpected and what doesn't like our expectations of how something should be. It's okay.
Hmm.
If there's a
It's
little
okay.
like or a big, turn, it's okay. It's
And
okay.
here we are. We're
And here
still at the
we are.
finish line. We're still at the finish line
We
with your
are.
book out in the world. Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you, Patricia.
Yeah, of
What
course.
about lessons? What about lessons? What was the biggest lesson throughout the publishing process?
The biggest lesson was the paradigm shift. Just like stepping into what my heart was calling me to. And I'm still going through that. I have not completely overcome that. But yeah, I think that was it. Just um, expanding, expanding
Hmm.
as a person, expanding in my gifts and what I could offer to the world. Yeah.
So great. So
Mhm.
good. So
Yeah.
what's here you are with your children's book out in the world. It's
Mhm.
launch day, book launch day. What is the best part of accomplishing this dream for you?
Oh my gosh, the best part is just showing the love and the gratitude that I have for my heritage, for my family. We were not a perfect family at all. But the older I get, I'm just so grateful to God that He placed me in that particular family with the gift
Mm.
of this beautiful pan dulce. I'm so beyond grateful. I could come to tears, and I have been shared a lot of shed a lot of tears during this process. But I think, yeah, just stepping into the love that I have for my family.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
sharing it, sharing it. I
Yeah.
want everyone to know that I have a beautiful, awesome family, and I think everyone should be proud of their family. No one's family is perfect, and it's okay. Love each other, and I think everything starts with the family. So if you're
Hmm.
good with their family, if you can love the family through all their imperfections and the hurts, we're good. We have a beautiful world, right? And that's what it's
Hmm.
all about. We have a loving, peaceful world. And that's
Hmm.
just my dream. That's my dream. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you,
Absolutely.
friends. all of that is in this beautiful book in a children's story. But I love how you said it. Family is everything. Family is everything. And no family's perfect. I think that's also a great permission for all of us to know, like,
Nope.
none of our families are perfect, but there's so much love in them.
Yeah, and just
So
treasuring the memories too. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but
yeah.
just treasuring those memories because we have so many, and yeah, they're all lessons
Hmm.
to be
Hmm.
learned from.
Yes. So here you are with your published children's book. What advice do you have now, Patricia, for an aspiring author who may be watching this interview?
Oh my gosh, go for it. If there's any tiny inkling of you having that desire, go for it because it will just grow with time. And you will, with Miriam's team, you will grow in your confidence. And in your desire, the desire will just grow and grow and grow. And you'll be so happy in the end. You'll
You'll
just be
be
so satisfied that even through the obstacles or whatever comes up, during your process, it's all worth it in the end. So please just share more story. Let's share more stories because we all have a
yes.
story and it needs to be shared.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. So, friends, of course, today go to Amazon, grab a copy of this book, grab several copies of this book. The holidays are just around the corner. Share it with the children in your life. So,
Yeah.
besides going to Amazon, where else can our viewers find you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so they can find me at my website, the book bakery. The book
The
bakery.
Book Bakery.
Book
Okay,
bakery.
excellent.
Mhm.
Excellent. Good. Is there any social media handles you want to share?
I'm on Facebook, Patricia Escorza-Jaime, and Instagram. I'm just starting to be on Instagram, the book bakery.
The Book Bakery. Okay, excellent. Well, friends, you know what to do. Go grab a copy of this book. Go find Patricia on her social media and her website. And Patricia, before we go, is there anything else you wish I would have asked you or anything you want to share?
Um, yeah, I want to share that the love of Christ is real. I love the Lord so much, and I feel like we just need more of Him in our life. And I think that's also, the next part of the next chapter of my life, just not promoting, but sharing the love of the Lord
Mm,
with others. We need more of that. We need love.
yeah.
Everyone needs love, and the love of Jesus is the best type of love. And that leads
Amen.
to self-love, that leads to love of neighbor. But yeah, I feel like we really need to get back to our
Would
faith.
be shared this way.
Oh, thank you. I'm not sure. We're getting another connection in there. But thank
Yes,
you for that, Patricia. Thank you.
yes,
That's so beautiful. What a beautiful ending. Go grab a copy of Patricia's book and let's share this amazing book with everybody. Thank
thank
you,
you.
Patricia. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.